Hello everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode on the channel. Today we're back with some shocking news actually. EDP is back and apparently he has been caught again. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect to hear anything from EDP again, especially in 2026. I thought the cupcake era was over, but apparently no, bro. He's back with a new meta of the cupcake era. So yeah, man, let's see what the hell is going on, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's genuinely a shock to me. But as always, the first link in the description, it will be Sensitive Society's video, because that's who we're watching today. And yeah, man, also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, to drop a like, and leave a comment with whatever your opinion is, and whatever you want to talk about, as long as you're not being a dickhead, right? But yeah, man, with that being said, let's just get straight in, as I'm genuinely curious, what the hell is EDP doing this time around?
I also feel
I don't know why the video is so low quality, by the way. It's not from me.
For messaging adults.
All right, guys, true story. Just
Wait.
I also feel minors should get in trouble for messaging adults.
All right, guys, true story. Just a few days ago, I got a reel that was about EDP. As a matter of fact, it was this exact reel.
Again, so what brings you out here today? Well, I was coming out here to
What the hell, bro? This is crazy. POV motherfuckers when they get caught skipping class.
EDP, as a matter of
Christ,
fact,
man.
it was this exact reel.
Again, so what brings you out here today? Well, I was coming out here to glasses off. Okay, go ahead. Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
If you follow me on IG, you most
Man, what the hell? That will never get old.
likely saw me like that reel. Long story short, that had me thinking, what happened? What has EDP done since everything went down? And in case you guys don't know, for whatever reason, long story short, EDP was a super successful comedian slash YouTuber that got exposed for trying to meet up with a 12-year-old. And get this, he was 30 years old doing this, by the way. And the excuse he came up with was, I just came here to pick up a cupcake from a 12-year-old and then go home, which is low-key the funniest and the worst.
It is, bro. You can't make this shit up, bro. Hey, listen. Hey, if you're gonna fuck up, at least be original about it, right? That way people don't forget about you, man. Jesus Christ, that is wild,
Cupcake
man.
from a 12-year-old and then go home, which is low-key the funniest and the worst excuse of all time. If you're an OG Sense viewer, you know that I talked about this the day, if not the day after the situation went down back in, was it in 2022, 2023, one of those two. And I've made a lot of videos about EDP. I believe the last time we talked about him, it must have been a year or two ago. But 2 days ago, this video came out called Remember EDP 445. He's nearly homeless now. Like I said, I haven't kept up with EDP. I am super interested to know where he is in the Big 26. If you end up enjoying this video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be BFFs.
By late 2021, EDP 445 had lost everything financially, then his body started failing too. EDP started claiming he was suffering from stage 5 kidney failure and only had 1 to 5 years left to live, posting on Twitter about needing regular dialysis treatments. Whether this was real or just another desperate attempt to gain sympathy, nobody knew for sure. But then various rumors started spreading that made everything even more chaotic for EDP. In October 2021, a YouTuber named Matt Simon claimed EDP had been arrested but provided zero evidence.
Today is October 25th. It is 11:30 at night. And EDP has been arrested today.
Holy shit, I just got PTSD. I remember talking about this. So this is a new
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The whole thing with the EDP arrest and all that stuff, it was very, very unclear, because there were a lot of people that either said he was arrested and it turned out to be bullshit, or other people that provided fake proof and stuff like that. So like, yeah, it's been a wild ride, right, when it came to EDP being arrested for the fact that he went to meet up with a minor. On the other hand, it was also a lot of people were saying that EDP got, because initially, if I recall correctly, EDP actually got away with it per se, in the sense that he didn't get arrested on the spot. He got let go, mainly because of the way the investigation was conducted by the YouTuber that did that, caught him. It wasn't done like with the law enforcement in mind, so to speak. Like it was. How can I explain this? So basically, like, rather than work with law enforcement at the same time to set up this sting operation, and as soon as EDP got there, the law enforcement got in and arrested him. They did it on their own, and they exposed him and put him on the internet and stuff like that. And that was their big fuck up, because it made things a lot more difficult for law enforcement to arrest him. Given that, there were a lot of, like, there were a lot of possibilities of him getting away with it because of the way that it was conducted, right? Like, his lawyer could have said, oh, maybe he was trapped, maybe, he was told this and that, and like, how lawyers do, right? Like, a good lawyer will try to get you, clean, even if you are, on camera, robbing the store, so to speak, right? Like, they'll be like, no, how do you know that was him and all that stuff, right? So it made things a lot more difficult for law enforcement. They also made it difficult for them to gather a lot more information on him, and like to see if he was if he was talking to anybody else, or if it was just this one sting operation that he fell for and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely it was I didn't, if I recall correctly, even the YouTuber that did the sting operation even admitted that in a way he fucked up the sting operation because he didn't communicate with law enforcement. But I don't know, it is a lot to get caught up to, so I definitely recommend if you guys are interested, going back and watching watching the old videos, or maybe, I don't know, watch if I recall correctly, even Turkey Tom did a video where he talked about the whole situation. So if you guys want just one big video to talk about everything, then you can go watch Turkey Tom, for example, or Turkey Tom's video, or was it on his Tom Dark channel? One of the two.
Even 2024 or 2023, this is 2021. It's been 4 to 5 years since I talked about this. Holy shit. I remember when this came out, when this guy came out with this statement that EDP went to jail. And I also remember the health situation he was going through. And I remember at the time, people were saying, yeah, he has like 3 weeks to live. Maybe he has 6 months to live. I'm surprised EDP is alive in the Big 26. Honestly, did think he was going to die from his health complications. Somehow, EDP, the cupcake lover, the minor lover, is still alive and well somehow.
Yeah. He was also selling off his possessions one by one, including his cars and even his custom YouTube play button.
Also selling my original.
Hey, honestly, that worth the money, bro. Whoever bought this is, he has something unique, bro. The fact that if that YouTube allowed eat that pussy, bro, to be written on the plaque and get sent to him, it's just amazing, honestly, bro. YouTube was so much different back in the day.
YouTube plaque from back up in the day. Somebody
also, was it cold in your house, brother? Like, come on, man.
bought the plaque for when I hit 100K on my backup channel.
Whether the jail rumors were real or not, EDP445 was already living in his own personal prison.
That's gotta be rough. You know how down bad you need to be in order to sell your YouTube play buttons? When you're literally scraping for change. And the thing with EDP is that he had millions of subscribers. He was massive, no pun intended. He had millions of views. He was getting millions of views, if not hundreds of thousands of views per video. And the thing is, he was uploading 4 to 5 times per week. So he was making a lot of money. He had nice cars, he lived in a nice apartment, and he lost it all trying to meet a 12-year-old. I mean, I don't feel bad for him. Like, if he died tomorrow, I wouldn't feel bad for him. This might be a super controversial take, guys, but I don't feel bad for pedophiles. Shocking.
I know, right? Like, whoa, so controversial. Honestly, I don't care if, like, I don't care if about the fact that he struggles. He deserves it. But I feel like so basically, like, after he got caught, he started getting like regular jobs, like working at hotels, or even working at Uber Eats at one point. But no matter where he got hired, like, there would be like, fans or people that knew about the situation with EDP that will go in and just, you know, talk to the employer and let him know, and he will continuously lose his jobs. So he got pushed into a situation where he couldn't get hired because of this thing, and you know, he couldn't make money because he couldn't get hired. So now he has to sell his shit, you know. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you reap what you sow, right? Like you make your own bed, you know. But yeah, I mean, I don't feel bad for him, honestly. Like I wish him nothing but the worst because he's a shitty human being. You know, you can say about, you know, you can say maybe a lot of people are shitty, but I you know, maybe 99.9% of those people I would feel more remorse for than pedophiles. Like it just is what it is, right? Like, I don't know. If you know, if someone was a stone cold killer and he will kill people just for the sake of it, I'll feel more empathy for him than for a pedophile. It is just how it goes.
I know, right?
Every day was spent hiding, running, and watching his life crumble piece by piece. Despite everything, EDP refused to give up, but his attempts to return only made him look more pathetic. In 2022, EDP discovered Beagle Live, a lesser-known streaming platform with a younger audience. However, people would constantly troll him during every stream, bringing up the cupcake incident over and over again.
So you don't want bitches, but you want kids? Bitch, you want a cupcake? Bitch, you want a cupcake face nasty big ass, bitch?
EDP couldn't escape the result of his action, and every single stream became a reminder of what he'd done. Then he tried TikTok under the handle the OG EDP, and somehow reached 255,000 followers. But in February 2023, TikTok banned him for ban evasion. In July 2023, EDP released what people thought would be his attempt at gaining redemption, a former apology video.
With that being said, I want to take full responsibility for my actions that happened on April 21st, 2021.
Once again, I talked about this back when it came out 3 years ago now, which is fucking time flies, man.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. But honestly, man, there's nothing he can do, honestly. I mean, you know, it's not like the Logan Paul situation or well, no. I was gonna say the ukulele girl, but she's just as bad as EDP, so no, never mind. You know, it's not as the Logan Paul situation where, you know, he was like, I made a severe lapse in judgment, you know, and kind of people forgot about it. Because, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it was not the worst thing in the world, you know what I mean? It was bad, like, I'm not trying to say it wasn't bad, it was bad, but like, you know, it was far from the worst thing, you know, to happen, right? Whereas, you know, people like EDP or the ukulele girl or stuff like that, like they are done for good, you know. And honestly, it's a good thing that they eliminated themselves, you know. The same thing, you know, what was his name? Oh, the guy that got caught recently for having weird links on his notepad. I can't remember the name, but guys, I think you guys know who I'm referring to, right?
Time fucking flies. I remember talking about this and I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, dude, the apology is 2.5 years late. I said it 3 years ago and I'll say it yet again. I truly do believe if he would have put out a statement or an apology within a week, I think his career could have been saved. He would have lost subscribers and viewers, but I think it would have been the better outcome. Don't get it twisted. I think a lot of people would have stopped watching because it's like, why the fuck am I going to watch a pedophile? But I think he could have survived had he apologized within a few days. Maybe if he sent himself to rehab, actual change, right? But he didn't. He got cocky. He said multiple times that he did not feel bad and he didn't care if the girl was one. So he only...
I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because in a way, Sense is right? Like, in a way, he is right. But at the same time, I don't know. Because here's the thing, right? If you would have apologized within the first, like, couple of days, yeah, in a way, Sense is right. Because it's like, yeah, the people that watched him, they would stop watching him, right? Like, his career would tank no matter what. But at the same time, there will be, like, look at the Dr. Disrespect situation, right? I mean, obviously, at least from what we know, is not as serious as EDP. But look at the Dr. Disrespect situation, right? Even now, like, he still has viewers watching, right? Like, he's got people watching. I mean, not as many as in his peak days before the stuff with Twitch, but there are people watching, right? So in a way, he is right, because there would probably be people that either don't know about the situation, or like they don't know about EDP's past, and they'll be like, "Oh, I found this guy and I find him funny," you know. And even if they find out, they might not care, because they'll be like, "Well, it's in the past. Like I don't care about it anymore." Or there's like younger people that don't understand the seriousness of of what he did. So in a way, yeah. And you know, in a way, it also goes to show the fact that he got to 200K followers on TikTok before he got banned, right? Now, I can guarantee you that probably half of those followers, right, were trolls, or people that were watching him for, you know, to see what he does next, and to ruin his life. But at the same time, there were, you know, there was a good amount of people that were watching him genuinely, right? Like they were genuinely watching him. So I don't know, man. It is definitely complicated, but you know, like I said, it's not like the Logan Paul situation, or you know, something like, oh, you know, he scammed someone in the game, you know, or he got caught using hacks in chess, like Dr. Lupo, right? Because it's like, yeah, that's shitty, but you know, you know, people will meme you for for a couple of months, a year, and then they will forget about it, right? With the EDP situation being so much more serious, I genuinely don't think anybody, like at least his OG viewers, I don't think anybody would have actually forgiven him, you know, and he would have probably be more of a like Anissa IDUB situation right now, where he'll be streaming to like 30 to 100 viewers, right? But I guess it's also better than not having a career whatsoever. Although, if you think about it, that's actually the better outcome, right? The fact that he's constantly being removed from the internet and not allowed to come back and get in contact with kids again, you know. But if we're speaking from his perspective, it probably would have been better to stream to 30 to 100 viewers than to nobody, right? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely it's a hard situation, and you can't really gauge whether or not he would have survived or not, because it could go either way. Like I say, it could go either way. There could be people that watch him because they don't know his past, or they don't care about his past, because they're like, well, it happened. It happened now, so it is what it is. Or people, maybe there could be a chance that the 250,000 people that were following him on TikTok were all hate watchers. That could also be a possibility. I guess you never know.
He apologized when he realized, holy shit, I have nowhere else to go. I'm cooked. It wasn't until 2.5 years later that, that popped into his head.
He only apologized to his friends and family, not to the actual victims.
Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and...
That's the other thing, right? Because it's like, it wasn't even a good apology video. Like, he only did it to save face with the people that he cares about, right? Or the people that kind of had to care about him or cared about him. He didn't really apologize. Like, it wasn't like an apology because he generally realized, oh shit, I fucked up. It was more like, oh shit, my family doesn't want to talk to me, so, I'm just going to apologize to make things right type shit, And it was definitely, you can, like, if you look back, because I'm sure you can find the re-upload, or maybe even, I don't think the original upload, because his channel got deleted, but you can find the re-upload of his apology for sure. Like, you could see that it was very unsincere, and he genuinely was doing that just to save face type shit. But I don't know, even that, even if it was like genuinely sincere, it was still way too late, especially after going online and saying, yeah, I don't feel bad, like I don't regret it, I'll do it again. It kind of removed any possibility of anybody actually feeling bad for you, you know what I mean, when you came up with the apology video. And to be honest, how the fuck does it take you 2.5 years to realize, oh shit, I got nowhere else to go? Like, I mean, I feel like that would be like an instant realization, or at least like you'll come within like a couple of weeks. You'll realize, oh shit, I don't really have any other options, right? Especially if you have no work experience and all you did was YouTube, then, because you have no work experience, you got nowhere else to go. Like, maybe you get a cleaner job, you know what I mean? Or like Uber Eats. But in his situation, with how famous he was, I feel like he should have realized instantly that this was a massive fuck up, and there's no way I can keep this hidden, you know, because you gotta, I mean, I bet you in his head he was like, oh yeah, I bet, you know, I'll just keep this a secret, and you know, I can move on with my life. But it's not like you had like 500 viewers, bro. You had like millions of viewers, so there was no way this was their secret.
And you know, offer this apology video to my friends, to my family.
And called the whole thing the YouTube incident like it was some minor inconvenience. But not
yeah, like the Logan Paul photo situation, right?
Single person believed him, with comments saying, not once did he apologize to the minors he's groomed. Should have pulled out a ukulele for this one after two—
Bro. Ha! Homie brings out the ukulele. I mean, to be honest, it would have been funny, right? Like, imagine he had like the depresso music, and then he started playing the ukulele while apologizing for looking for cupcakes at a miner's house.
2 years of denial, he makes this fake apology. I'm not buying it. He's not sorry, and he's not taking full responsibility.
I mean,
then weeks later, he retracted the apology entirely. In August 2024, he created new YouTube channels, and each one got terminated within days.
This is where I kind of like stopped covering EDP, because at the time, back in 2020—
But apparently there is a situation, a recent situation with EDP. He got caught again. I'm not too sure on the details. Like, I'm definitely, I don't know if Sensitive Society is gonna bring this up, but if not, I'll definitely see who's talking about the new stuff, because I'm kind of curious now that, you know, EDP got brought up again. It made me curious, because I saw I saw a video. I don't know, maybe the title was clickbait. You know, that could also be, you know, it showed up in my recommended on YouTube. You know, about the EDP situation. Apparently he got caught again talking to minors, but I don't know if that's generally true. If it is, I'll probably make a video about it and go into detail about it. But until then, I don't want to give too many details unless Sensitive Society is talking about it, so we can understand the new situation. But apparently he might have gotten caught again.
2022, it was super controversial to talk about EDP. I believed it was me, Turkey Tom, Jamari, and a few others. There was quite a few people who got their EDP videos taken down for harassment or something like that. So a lot of people just stopped covering EDP.
Oh shit, wait, what? Turkey Tom lost his video?
Myself included. So I had no idea that he came back to YouTube multiple times, or at least tried to. This is new lore that I'm learning.
In August 2024, EDP decided to address his past once and for all, but what he said was more shocking than anyone expected. EDP uploaded a video titled "Mistakes Were Made," which was his attempt at finally taking responsibility.
First person to tell you, I was in a very dark place in my life. Very dark place.
Oh, come on, bro. Don't pull the depression ass card, bro. Like, that one's been so used. It's like, yeah, guys, listen, you know, I'm a Minecraft YouTuber and I was feeling really depressed, so I just stuck to this 5-year-old. Like, come on, man. Be more original at least.
You know, had the fame, had the money, you know, had the status, you know.
But within the first—
Also, why is this video such low quality, bro? Why? I mean, I get it, you lost your money, but what are you recording on a Nokia 3310?
minutes, it became clear this wasn't an apology at all. He refused to make what he called a crying video for public forgiveness, claiming he only needed to apologize to friends and family, which he said he'd already did.
Sat down and I have apologized to my family, right? I've apologized to my diehard friend.
But that wasn't the most shocking part, as EDP started blaming the minors for messaging him.
Obviously, adults should be held accountable, get in trouble for messaging minors and engaging in those type of conversations in that particular way, right? I also feel minors should get in trouble for messaging adults.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to understand. Like, I'm trying to understand his point of view. I just can't. Like, there's no way, bro. Like, I mean, obviously this was a sting, right? But unfortunately, you know, as we all know now, this wasn't like he had this, he had a history with talking to minors inappropriately, and not all of them were stings, unfortunately. But it's like, I mean, listen, bro, if like, I don't know what you're trying to say. Like the kid should be fucking jailed or whatever because she messaged you first, and now you're talking to her and getting all like flirty and showing her your shit. Which, I mean, bro, that is wild. If you guys don't know, if you guys don't remember, EDP sent a picture of his shit. Which, I mean, it's a crazy move. I will say it's original for sure. But yeah, I mean, I genuinely, I don't know. I'm trying to understand his point of view. Just because I'm curious, like I'm just curious, where is he coming from? Like, why does he feel that way? But I just can't find I can't find a reasonable explanation as to what the fuck he feels like someone that's 12 years old that's messaging someone older should get in trouble. I mean, yeah, your parents should probably, like, if you're fucking 12 years old and you're talking to someone who's 30, then and your parents find out, yeah, they should probably like shut that shit down, right? Like take your phone away or whatever, have a discussion with you about it. But I would still put the blame on the adult, not the child. And I feel like that's what everybody would do. You know what I mean? Like 99.9% of the people would do the same thing. Because really, when you're 12 years old, you're gullible, right? Like you're easily influenced by someone who's older, and you have a lot more trust in someone who's older because they're older, they know better, right? But I don't know. I don't understand his point of view. So I mean, fuck, bro. If anybody can understand it, I'm genuinely curious. Like, please let me know in the comments because I got no fucking idea why he feels that kids should get in trouble for talking to an adult. Apart from maybe the fact that, like, yeah, your parents should probably watch what you're doing a lot more and have a discussion with you about the fact that talking to adults on the internet is not safe. But I mean, I don't know.
That is such a funny and
but listen, even if, let's say, this was happening, right? Like, I mean, say, yeah, she messaged you first, and then her parents take her phone away because she was talking to an adult over the internet, and that's dangerous, right? That still doesn't mean that you're innocent or that you shouldn't spend life in prison. You know what I mean? Like that is, it's not making your situation any better anyway. So I really don't understand what he was trying to do with this point, like where he was going with it.
Stupid thing to say. It's like, dude, you're the grown up. At the time, he was between 30 to 34, if I'm not mistaken. Dude, if a 12-year-old texts you, and for whatever reason, it gets explicit, as a 30-something-year-old man, whether it's a decoy or a real 12-year-old that, let's face it, if you're 12 years old and trying to sex with EDP, there's something wrong with you, but still, you're a kid that has issues and needs help, but, point stands. The adult, in this situation, EDP, should have immediately shut that conversation down.
Yeah, should have blocked that person. Like, bro, that's it, end of story, blocked, and you avoid all this stuff, right? But clearly you were interested in the kid if you decided to continue messaging her, right? Now, thankfully, it was a decoy this time, and you got exposed for it finally, and your career finally got destroyed after getting exposed the 9th time or something like that. Like, I think he talked to like 9 kids all together, like, the and it wasn't the first time he got decoyed, by someone pretending to be a child, and but unfortunately the previous attempts never really caught traction like that, until this one, the most recent one, which was like 2020 2021, something like that. But yeah, but in total, I don't remember if this was information that he said himself or how people dug it up and found out about it. But he was basically, he talked to 9 kids altogether, and he pulled the exact same thing that he did with a decoy to 9 other children, which is fucked up, bro. And it's crazy he got away with it. Like, I'm surprised that kid's parents didn't do anything about it, or like call the police. I mean, like, and get him arrested. But yeah, I don't know.
Any indication that this was a 12-year-old that wanted to get explicit with you, you should have blocked them immediately. I think
exactly.
blaming the kid is such a stupid excuse. Yeah, let me blame the 12-year-old. It's their fault.
You'd think after everything, EDP445 would finally disappear from the internet. But in 2025, he proved that some people truly never learn. In March 2025, EDP created a brand new YouTube channel called Bryant Moreland 445. His first video was a hotel review.
This most f***ing disgusting, vile pile of fuck horseshit I've ever f***ing stayed at in my motherfucking life.
And in another video, he posted a burger review.
Got a motherfucking a big.
I mean, listen, the burger review is kind of fitting for someone like EDP, right? Like, it fits his character quite well, if you catch what I'm trying to say.
And in another video, he posted a burger review.
Got a motherfucking a big ass motherfucking man. This is a big beefy ass bitch here.
It was the exact same content style as before his cancellation. Same energy, same vulgarity, same complete lack of self-awareness. But the stats told the real story. His channel has less than 2,000 subscribers, and his videos barely scraping a few thousand views. And his last video was on October 26th, 2025, about how he got an injury after his meat. Aside from YouTube, EDP also made a new account on Cameo, offering to make personalized videos for $40 each. Every time he tries to come back, he only reminds the world of what he really is.
Actually, quite surprised he's still alive, truth be told. I think after everything, I thought he was either going to end it all, or whatever health issue he had was going to take him out, but I guess not. All right, so I actually found the channel, and he has less than 2,000 subscribers. Remembering 9/11.
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? The thing is, I'm kind of surprised his channel has not been taken down. Actually, hold on, give me a second. Let me see if it's still up. Right, so it turns out his channel is still up somehow. I mean, I'm surprised YouTube didn't delete this shit. I mean, I don't know, because it's not the first time he's been ban evading, but yeah, man, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, let's just get back to the video.
He has less than 2,000 subscribers. Remembering 9/11. Women and relationships. I definitely want to get advised on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, EDP is gonna tell you how to catch them young, bro. You know what I mean?
Women and relationships from EDP. Definitely the right guy to be doing.
He'll tell you the perfect angle to take that picture of the shit in the toilet before you send it to her.
This. How the fuck is he paying his rent? How the fuck does he afford food? I mean, we know he's a big guy. Once again, I don't feel bad for the guy. If he dropped dead tomorrow, I would be the first one to come on here and talk about the situation. I really don't have sympathy for people like him. I mean, he did it once. Well, not once. He did it 2 times and still refuses to apologize and then blames the victims. It's like, what are we doing here? This is someone that's clearly not learned their lesson, and someone who will never learn their lesson. This could potentially be the last EDP video ever, but at the same time, you never know. It was good catching up. I mean, it wasn't good catching up with EDP, but there was some stuff that I had no idea existed, because at that point I dipped from covering EDP. But yeah, with that said, drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're happy that EDP is miserable. He's down bad. He is a shell of his former self, and he has no one else to blame but himself. Anyways,
exactly, bro. He deserves it, man. Like, I mean, rest in peace. You won't be missed, bro. Like, you did it to yourself, right? But yeah, man. Anyway, fucking hell, I really was not expecting to hear about EDP, man, in 2026, bro. I thought this shit was done way long ago. But yeah. Like I said, I'll have a look to see what the hell the video about EDP getting caught again is. Because I'm genuinely, like, it showed up on my timeline. I can't find it anymore. And unfortunately, I didn't add it to watch later or whatever. Because I initially didn't think I'll be talking about him. It was like, oh, shocker. And I kind of moved on. And then I was like, wait, hold on a minute. Wait, what? Wait, actually, now that I think about it, that's kind of crazy. What? But yeah, I don't know. If I'll find it, I'll talk about it. It'll probably be, I don't know. Either the video will be coming out today or tomorrow, depending on, when if I find it, and if I get to record and get everything out in time. But yeah. Anyways, I have been 90 Dota. As always, go follow Sensitive Society. The first link in the description. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Join the family. We're on the road to 10k subs. But yeah, man. Drop a like if you like the video. Drop a comment with whatever you want to talk about. But yeah, man. I've been Antidota, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.